literature, he talks about how people were falling into shirk. Like subhanallah, imagine people in the like praying to the Sahabi, like grave worshipping and stuff of that nature. So when I was ignorant, I just thought, I just like basically digest what everybody told me. Wahhabism is this, Wahhabism is radicalism, is Islamic jihadism and terrorism. But when you basically look at that work, like look at these scholars, then it's like, wow, see just how profound their work is, So that's how I know with that Amir guy, it comes from a state of ignorance because he's basically has preconceived notions and implicit biases that are not necessarily conducive to reality. And instead of challenging them, he basically uses confirmation bias to reaffirm his own personal ignorance. And even if you look at the kitab by like Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawzi rahimahullah, in his kitab Ad-Du'a Ad-Du'a, he talks about the two diseases of the Muslim, two spiritual diseases of the Muslim is lack of willpower and lack of knowledge. And it could just tell me that he's not willing to learn and challenge his thoughts to basically like rectify how he sees the thing. Like, you know what I mean? So like when you see people like that, it's so easy to like debate against them. It's so easy to challenge and resistance,
So please point me to a Sunni scholar who suggested grave worship. Please point me to a work by Al-Sayyuti, Al-Ghazali, who else? Uthman Danfodio, Abu Hassan al-Shadili that says, oh yeah, go worship graves. Please point me to one of them who said it and not to ignorant people who do that.
No. Chad, I think you're missing the point because you just came into the room. What I was trying to say was that, to give you a brief synopsis of what I was basically trying to say was that I was saying that like prior to the revitalization of Tawheed, which essentially is what Salafism is, in accordance to Abdul ibn Wahhab rahimahullah, I was saying that the most, like for me, like I just basically infused what everybody was telling me about Wahhabism instead of basically doing the work myself. So when I read Kitab al-Tawheed, Tala'at al-Usul, Qawat al-Aina, Qawat al-Faqiyah, basically I came to the conclusion that, Abdul ibn Wahhab was a very great scholar because what the Muslims were doing at the time, or the majority of them were committing shirk. So basically, Abdul ibn Wahhab, like Kitab al-Tawheed, and basically his literary works was a consequence of what was happening in the Muslim Ummah to begin with. You get what I'm trying to say? So I basically said like all the Ash'ari scholars like Al-Sayyuti, Al-Hajar, Imam al-Nawawi, rahimahullah, were basically invoking in the matters of grave worship. Like the basically. The akhtima on that is basically something that I can't really speak about, you know what I'm saying? Because even with grave worship, then nobody's talking about the worshipping of graves. Like the point of contention there is basically making istiqafa for people within the graves, and basically how they talk about having just reaching spiritual salvation in that regard. You get what I'm trying to say? That's not what the conversation was about initially. I was just basically saying how we're talking about a guy named Amir who's basically has this agenda. And it just not even just with Islam, but like other things in general, and he could seem very like problematic. And I was pointing light in towards how he was ignorant, by basically not even basically coming to conclusions to things without even challenging his knowledge on certain things. That's the point that I was making. It wasn't a matter of this person is an Ash'ari by virtue of them being an Ash'ari. They're not upon the Sunnah. They're not upon the Manhaj. That's not the sort of point that I was making. You get what I'm trying to say? So I hope that clears everything up.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the way I look at it is I agree to disagree, and that's it. Like, nobody has to talk about such and such is wrong, this, that, and the fourth is wrong. Like, I don't know why people like to do this, but I personally do not like to do this. If you believe in one thing, that's cool, but don't criticize someone else who has their dalil and has their sources and who has sat down with people who are learning, So that's my point with these Atharis and these Wahhabis. It's like if a person does not want to follow that minhaj and that person is on the form of that hifz and these are proven schools, then let that person be. Don't leave that person alone. That's just my point. Like, that's just...
I completely agree with you. Like, me personally, I come from a very Sufi tradition itself, like historically, my forefathers and so on, they followed the Ash'ari school of thought and whatnot, and that was their creed. I'm not sort of like, I feel like I'm not undermining anything that you're saying, but it's good to sort of comprehend because you just came into the room. Like the point of contention was not talking about the methodology of the Ash'ira. That had nothing to do with the conversation. I was basically saying how, I wasn't even criticizing his creed or anything. I was just basically saying how there was this guy, he's making ignorant statements upon Salafism without understanding Abdul ibn Wahhab and understanding that this wasn't even a matter of creed. It was the point of contention was that it was a matter of people like deviating away from the Sunnah. I'm not talking about think about it as a Muslim committing a major sin doesn't take one out of the fold of Islam. Meaning, if a person's even a homosexual, if they drink alcohol, if they fornicate, if they gamble, that doesn't take anybody out of the fold of Islam. But what does was shirk. I never said that the people that are the Ash'ira were committing shirk or anything of that nature. I was just saying that there were Muslims, and based off early Islamic literature, that were basically doing things that could question their Islam, literally basically take them out of the fold of Islam. I'm not saying, they were in Ash'ira, they were Shia, they were Fulan, this and that. That it was basically people were doing things that completely were taking them out of the fold of Islam. And it was a matter of them absolving their sense of taqwa. That's the sort of point that I was making. And I was saying that's so petrifying and scary because the current battles that we're facing today with neoliberalism and basically atheism, neoliberalism is not even as bad as to what, Muslims experienced hundreds of years ago. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, let's say you see a homeboy who just drinks pineapple, Ciroc, and cognac. A guy like that still believes he has the kalima in his heart because we know in Surah, I have the Quran says, "Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taqrabu salata wa antum sukara." Yeah, for those who believe, don't come near the prayer intoxicated. We know that basically the salah is basically an individual obligation, and it's the second pillar of Islam. Know how important it is, right? But the thing is that even a person who's intoxicated, a person you have a homeboy who drinks pineapple, Ciroc, and cognac and just on the club every single time, even him, he has the kalimat and the shahada in his heart. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm saying even the matters that we're facing today, was nothing compared because even the average layman or even a Muslim is not going to commit shirk and leave the fold of Islam. I was saying what's happening hundreds of years ago was catastrophic. It was scary, subhanAllah.
There's people in Saudi Arabia right now who are still worshiping Allah and Al-Uzza. There's people who are actually doing this. So, I'm not taking away from your point, but I'm just saying that the things that were happening in the past are creeping today. There are people in Saudi Arabia even who come to America who go to fortune tellers and things like that. I've seen this myself. I've seen this with my own eyes. So the thing is that the things that you were saying that Ibn Wahhab was trying to stay rid of are actually happening today. There are many Muslims from that part of the world who look into horoscopes, who look into numerology, and what have you. It hasn't went away. That's just my opinion.
I completely agree. And the thing about chat is the chat is that atheism, the other thing that I think Muslims fail to understand is that they think that atheism is a new concept, right? Atheism today is just masqueraded as just a neoliberalism. But atheism existed from the time of the Mu'tazila, I think the Umayyad Caliphate, right? So if we're going back to the 800s, 700s over there, right? When the Mu'tazila basically conquered the Moors, they conquered Portugal, Spain, the Iberian Peninsula, right? They were very intelligent, right? They were very smart. They basically created so much works in hadith, so much works in science and philosophy and kalam, to a point where the Muslim Ummah was basically out excelling everyone when it comes to algebra, science, astronomy, physics, and so on, philosophy. But it came to a point where the Mu'tazila, they believe that they believe that free will triumphs divine revelation. You know what I mean? And it came to a point where basically a lot of them, they became Ahlul Kalam. They were basically basically learning about Greek philosophy and stuff like this. And people started to kind of leave kind of slowly but surely like leave Islam low-key. So atheism is basically a concept that has existed since the dawn of time, and that's throughout any religion, and it's forever going to exist. I was just basically saying that like basically like Abdul Ibn Wahhab didn't like create nothing for no reason. It was basically what was happening was just scary. You get what I'm trying to say? Muslims today, yeah, okay, they go to fortune tellers, but it's fair to say that like they're ignorant, because at the end of the day, like even if you look at like Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyya in his kitab Ad-Du'a Ad-Du'a, he says two spiritual diseases that of Muslims: lack of willpower, lack of knowledge, right? And since you're not shitting yourself, since you praise what's his name, basically like what's his name, Al-Ghazali, he talks about that to know Allah is to know yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? Just like go from there. But yeah.
So you admit Israelis exist because you put the Israeli flag in the title.
Israel does exist. Who said it doesn't exist?
Very good.
But it is a terrorist state. It exists as a terrorist state.
Exists.
Yes, it exists. Through terrorism, stealing of land, persecution of the Arab population, apartheid.
Yeah, cry.
No, cry. We're just going to tell the truth. We have to tell the truth. We're going to be truthful.
Crying, yeah.
A lot of Europe. Are you Ashkenazi?
No.
Which one are you?
Right, so you claim that only Ashkenazis are in Israel?
No, I don't claim it, but the majority are. The majority are. Yeah.
Can you tell us how much percentage? Can you tell us? You know a lot about Israel.
You tell us.
No, you tell me, because you say the majority, so I want to know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you don't know, you have to find out.
But you know? Percentage?
I know.
You know?
I know.
You know, so tell us if you know.
I just told you, majority.
No, what is majority?
You tell me.
Vast majority, a little majority, how much?
Nice chunk of the majority.
How much?
Are you Ashkenazi?
I am asking you how much.
Are you Israeli?
51% or 90%?
Are you an Israeli?
No, you didn't answer the question.
First of all, are you Israeli?
Yeah, he is.
My grandparents were born in Iraq.
Oh,
Have you been in Baghdad?
yes, I've been to Baghdad. The Muslims control it. Baghdad. 1993.
What did you do there?
I was in the military.
Cool. You're a less radical military guy. Let's see.
So what?
And how many guys did you lose there? How many guys did the Arabs killed?
Hold on, what do you think about when the Zionists bombed the synagogue in Iraq?
Why did you invade Iraq? Why did you invade my country?
Is that why you left?
Why you can
Why did the Zionists bomb the Jewish Iraqis? Yes. Why did they bomb the Jewish Iraqis? Because they wanted to move them to Israel, right? Because they forced them to move to Israel.
He was in the military, come to my country, which is done, and occupied it in the name of
We didn't
America.
occupy. We left. They left. We left. No occupation. We left. No occupation. We left. They left.
You were with
No occupation. They left. Israelis went to Palestine with their guns and they occupied Israel. They occupied
How
Palestine.
many Arabs did you kill with your gun?
None.
None? How many Arabs your friends killed?
None. I don't have any friends.
You don't have any friends. So you were isolated in the army. Everyone hated you. Okay.
No, I got court-martialed because I threw a grenade in the tent.
Oh, bad soldier.
Very bad soldier.
You threw a grenade in the tank and killed your friends.
They weren't my friends. They were terrorists. They were terrorists.
You admit that you put a grenade in the tank that you served.
I got court-martialed.
You should be in the jail. In American jail.
I was. I did it. 8 years.
So you're a terrorist.
No, I was. I got dishonorary discharge.
So you are the enemy of America. I hear that you're a nigger.
They love me here in America. They love me perception. I'm a good businessman here. I have a good Jewish lawyer. He helps me steal a lot of money from old people. Doing very well.
You steal money. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
with the help of the Jews. Yes.
I'm recording you now.
We do the biggest Ponzi scheme in American history. Bernie Madoff. Okay, call the FBI. Are you Mossad? You Mossad?
No, FBI. I don't want the Mossad. I want the FBI.
I want Mossad.
Jail.
Look, I knew it. Look, you want to fuck Palestinians, right? You want to fuck Palestinians? You pedophile. You like sleeping with the little boys? Tell us.
Yes.
Then look, see how it comes out. Y'all, look, we got it out. You want to have sex with young Palestinians?
No, I hate niggers who supporting the Palestinians. The worst in the world. Niggers
Niggas?
who love Palestinians.
Oh, my friend Atmos is here. Atmos, come. We have your terrorist Israeli brother P. He wants to fuck black Palestinians, he said. Atmos, my friend.
You were in the jail. He was in the jail. Resistance was in the American jail.
You know I'm Jewish, right? I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish.
Gentlemen.
I'm Jewish.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Jewish.
Ladies and gentlemen. You're a nigger.
I'm Jewish.
You're a nigger.
I'm Jewish.
You're a nigger.
I'm Jew.
Nigger.
I'm Jew.
Black skin, nigger.
Black skin, black skin.
Black skin, nigger.
You hear him? Look, he's a black skin. You hate black skin, right? You hate black
No,
skin?
I love black skin, but black skin. The love the Philippines is a nigger. This is
You hate black skin. Tell us more. Tell us how you love it. You hate black skin.
No. Black skin who support Palestinians is a nigger.
But how about the black skin Jews that have sex with the Palestinians?
I love black people who destroy the Palestinians. They are my brothers.
Do you like the Israeli soldiers who have sex with the boys in the prison?
Of course.
Oh, you love that booty. You love the booty.
Yes, I love it very much.
Yeah, these Israeli Jews are sick, man. They're sick. They love to have sex with little boys.
Yeah, but can you
They
defend them?
love to have sex with little boys. Yes, but we want you cowards to. Yes, you see, you cowards live off of us. You the slave of America. You are my slave. You my demi. You are a slave to America. Without America, everyone will take a piece of your Jewish ass. And you're a slave. You're a slave to America. Slave. You are a slave. You are a slave. You are a slave. You are a slave. We saved them. We saved them. So hold on. Atmos, why didn't it save the Jewish children in October 7th? Why didn't it save the Jewish children in October 7th? What happened to the Jews in October 7th? The Jews did it.
For Palestinian. You're going to be like the Jewish now in
No. Listen, Trump said this. Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt, they all said no.
Wow.
Donald Trump is smoking too much dope. They said no.
Who support Jordan? Who support Egypt with money?
Everyone supports them, but Saudi Arabia has more than everyone. And if Saudi Arabia says no, it's no. Yes, Saudi Arabia has more than America. Yes. They're the ones who are putting the most money into the American economy. And if Saudi Arabia says no, is no.
You believe your own lies.
I know the fact. Yes, that's a swift kick in the butt.
I'm Swifty.
Yeah.
I'm a very good journalist. I just discovered. Yeah, he claimed it. That
Hold on, I want to ask you a question. Hold on, I need to ask you a question.
And he killed his other American soldiers and he sent to jail. Yeah, this guy.
When as soon as they try to kill the Iraqi Muslims, I had to turn on. Yes, I did my time. Dishonorable discharge. I also been trial for knocking an Israeli out. I knocked his jaw out of place. I also been for that.
The act is boring. It's only resistance here.
Hold on, Paul. Now let me ask you a question. Why? Yeah, that's what I thought. You animal. You better leave.
Resistance.
Yes,
What do you think will happen if Bibi and Trump take South Arabia and Kuwait with them and come with a big peace agreement with Israel? What the Palestinians?
There's going to be no Abraham Accords, no normalization with Saudi Arabia until they rebuild Gaza, And they
You know,
give the
in the
Palestinians a state.
In the Bible time, the Jewish were slaves for the Egyptian. You know, you were intelligent a little bit like
Yeah, so
Italian. Just white.
He looks brown to me. He is. I've seen his pictures, girl. Maybe it's the Arizona sun, but hi, Wisdom.
Hi, the RFH Room podcast was a big success.
You follow us everywhere.
I know.
You love me.
You're
You're in
just
love with me.
you're so less toxic than all the other rooms on this app.
Yeah, you're welcome here.
You know, yesterday when you went to sleep, I was in a room with Wisdom for like 2 hours.
Who's Wisdom? John?
Yeah. We had like 2 hours in the room together, and he was doing this reel.
John, you're not recording today.
No, because like this is my whole shtick.
No,
I mean,
just one day.
If you want, I'll just leave. I'll be honest, because like I don't want to.
No.
I've got 12 phones centered on my face. I don't want to shut them all down.
I don't want you to leave.
You will not stop recording.
Yeah, I mean, if I told you that I had stopped and I was still recording, you know, like, would you really know? So you have to question yourself,
Yeah,
like,
the mic sounds different when you're not recording.
maybe.
Hold on, you said the RFH room or podcast was successful on YouTube?
No, I'm just teasing.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like maybe people
Well, I
thought it
did.
was actual RFH.
Let me check X because maybe I'll tag that RFH account. Hold on.
I do think I would be an excellent podcaster, given that I can literally talk to.
It's gonna tell you to make a YouTube account and record just like.
Yeah, I want somebody who wants to bootleg Clubhouse.
I could talk to a blade of grass.
Well, it's better to smoke it and talk to people.
Sometimes people suck.
Oh yeah, people really suck. But if you make them into the content, that's like making them into your meditation, and they suck less because you're killing two birds with one stone. RFH, that's the name of it? Yeah, doctor. How many followers? 53,000? Whoa, this is some weird shit. Hollow Earth Turf. Hollow Earth Turf. Well, maybe it's on another phone.
Like without the crasher.
Hollow Earth Turf. Hollow.
But these are not too positive though.
Okay, what should my last bite be? Avocado or cheese?
Cheese. Yeah, okay, it's your turn now, Wisdom.
It's always gonna be cheese, duh.
Yeah, for me too.
So you want blinkered in your mouth?
I think it's going to be avocado. Sorry, guys.
Why didn't I ask them, woman?
I'd like to do that. I like to ask people and then do the opposite.
You know,
That's what you would do right now. You didn't listen to Rick.
That's
You know-
why. That's why I date the people I date.
What's your? Have you ever been in love and had your heart crushed?
Mm-hmm.
I've always done the heart crushing, but it like crushed my heart to do it, not be with someone anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
But I've always been the one to break up with someone.
I did this painting, and on the painting I wrote on it,
Oh, not my mom watching Taylor Swift.
heartbreaker,
Yes, Mom.
Okay, she flicked away.
heartbreaker or heartbroken. Those are the two conditions.
I'm a heartbreaker.
So the heartbreaker is also heartbroken.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm always being heartbroken, always.
But the heartbroken is not always a heartbreaker.
No, actually, I'm not always heartbroken. I forget about people who are in love with me and I'm not in with them, but I will not lead them on. I'm always straight up honest. But I get heartbroken a lot.
Well, my mom called me back
I'm a
because
fatty.
she wanted more dopamine. Should we call my mom?
Yeah. Do you want to, Elle? You should pretend to be his girlfriend.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
No, don't.
And I'll be like, I'm his girlfriend.
Wait, why not? A nice Jewish girl. Young.
No, just tell her. We'll just tell her that we'll just be transparent. We are on a social audio chat app, and I'm.
That's not fun. Let's pretend we went on a date.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to create a false. You're not.
Add a lot of butter, Johnny. A lot of butter.
How much? How much?
I'd say I must do about a third of a stick. Now, if you like your chicken pot pie with a nice, creamy, buttery, milky sauce.
Oh my God, invite me.
Well,
And then golden crusted, freshly out of the oven. John, I'm thinking about you every time I make a delicious meal. I think about you.
well, interesting. Thanks for thinking about me while you're cooking and feeding yourself. You know, I hope you're shopping at the dollar store so you can save as much of my inheritance as you can.
You know what I did? I actually did go to the Dollar Tree because I just thought, I'm going to see if they got mixed vegetables. Sure enough, they did. Darn it, I wish I bought a sweet potato when I was at the store.
Okay, so
Damn, I missed a beat. Sorry.
Mom, my friends want to say hello to you.
Yes.
Okay. Who are your friends today?
Abby,
It's me,
Abby and Elle. They're both Jewish women.
I'm John's
Abby and
girlfriend.
L. How do you spell L? E-L-L-E?
L-E-L.
Yeah, actually, yes. L-E-double-L-I.
But I live in Israel.
She lives in
Did you?
she lives in
Are you
Israel.
there?
Yes. Did you know your son John has two wives now? Me and Elle.
I had a Jewish furniture restorer at my house yesterday.
Well,
And
I heard you were into Jewish men.
you heard I'm into Jewish men?
Yeah, isn't John Kitover coming from a Jewish man?
Yeah, but it's not me. That's his dad I married. So I'm
Yeah,
not
but
into
you picked him as
Jewish
your
men.
husband.
Would you suggest that these Jewish girls get married to a Jewish man?
Or not?
Oh, yeah. I was just talking to
yes
a
or
lady
no?
from India yesterday in Canada, and she said that her marriage was arranged, and she also said that if you don't come from the same culture, then you have a much harder time of being, in a tied knot.
Jewish.
Well, maybe that's why you're so angry all the time, complaining and not going to the gym.
Who?
This girl, Abby, she's always angry and complaining, and she doesn't even go to the gym.
Oh, that's Abby?
Yeah.
Oh, Abby, you should be complaining and bitching.
No, man.
Because you're in resistance.
Resistance. You're part of the resistance. Mom, you've been going to the gym for how many years?
Oh, shit, before you knew me.
Yeah, you never stopped, and you're in your 70s. This girl has
I
never
never
been to the gym
stopped.
once.
I never stopped. Now, you know what? Somebody said to me at the health club the other day, he happens to be the UNM football coach. So he's always over there stretching. I know for a fact Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because he's right there next to me. So anyway, he pointed out to me, he says, you know, I watch you, and I know that you know where you have tight issues or issues that need a response. So I said, wow, you are. Look at you, paying attention. Because it's a must-to have. And without your mind in touch with your body, what do you have? You are on your own.
We can see all the points. Oh, sorry.
Okay, any other questions for my mom, ladies?
Yes. Well, I go outside and work out outside instead of going to the gym. Is that okay, Mom?
Oh, yeah, I went out there for my hour of power on the trail today. That's in between my workout days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today is one of my weekend days. I go over there on a Saturday or Sunday as well, and I do a nice hour-long stretch. So, go to the gym 3 days a week, and on the days in between, you go out on a trail or a bike ride.
Yes, I do it every day.
Switch it out.
Mom,
All right.
this girl had just graduated with her PhD.
No, I didn't yet.
Well, anyway, she lives in her mom's basement, and she doesn't go to
No,
the
I
gym.
don't.
I'm just saying, when you're in your 20s or 30s, you got to go to the gym. And the fact is, my mom is in her 70s and goes to the gym. If you don't make that extra effort, you're losing a huge...
It's not effort.
Mom, I go 3 days a week, usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and
It's
Saturdays.
not effort.
And also,
It's a must-have.
I think she
And that's completely different than
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
must-have.
yeah.
I agree. It's a
Anyways,
must-have.
Elle has something to
big
say.
diff.
Mom, I go
Anyway.
3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. She's still not listening to me. It's
And
okay.
an hour and a half. Hey, Samantha emailed. She and Farron hit Seattle yesterday, late last night, and they're going to the townhouse, which is empty, for the first, they're at their tiny house. Then they're going to the townhouse for a couple days. Farron's going to meet the new grandson. And then they're leaving for something Forks. Forks, probably Washington, since they're in Washington.
Mm.
So that's all I know about her. That sounds grand to fucking me,
Cool.
compared to what I'm doing.
That's pretty... Do you think it's his kid?
Oh, yeah. I know that Ben has said that he was fucking in the Volkswagen.
It's very Jewish to fuck in a Volkswagen. Must be his kid.
Yeah. It's an
Oh, I meant Volvo.
family.
I meant Volvo.
It's not my
I was about to
family.
say, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't mean Volkswagen. I meant Volvo. My bad. Thought it was a Volvo. All right. Well,
Rosemary and the chicken pot pie.
I've never had chicken pot pie. Imaginate's
Jeez.
good.
Are you
You've
serious?
never had chicken pot pie?
No,
We have
I mean, it's
something
not
close to it.
really like
Everybody's
British
nationality has a close to it.
Remember how Sandy Moretsky and Marty Moretsky used to eat cow tongue?
So did I.
Ugh.
I know. I couldn't stand looking at it when I knew it was that was on my
Who
plate.
the fuck wants to feel taste buds on your taste buds from the mouth of a cow?
And you could. I told you my mother did it to fuck with us.
Ugh.
Swear to God.
Hi, I'd like 10 pounds of cow tongue. You want more cow tongue? We got a lot of cow tongue for sale.
You know, cow tongue is right up there with fish. I don't like to eat the skin. Dad used to eat the skin. I couldn't stand the thought of eating that skin.
I would rather eat
Vitamins are. I said, eat it, enjoy it.
I would rather eat the large intestine and the small intestine of a pig before I ate the tongue of a cow.
Think about how healthy that tongue is. Just think about that. All right, I gotta go because I gotta make my gravy to put all my vegetables, soak them around in that, and then put it in the pie shell.
Ooh.
So thanks, Johnny, for calling.
Okay, take
I
care.
love you, John. Say hello. Say, Mommy, I love you too.
Okay, love you too. Have a great Sunday. Take care now.
You didn't say, Mommy, I love you too.
Okay, bye, Mom.
Say it.
She, I got to tell you, I hung out with her and my sister's boyfriend one night, and my mom got drunk, and she started doing this Baby Jane voice that she wouldn't stop doing. She started talking like a little girl, and I was like, this was the first time we met my sister's boyfriend, and I was like, I was mortified for my sister. I was like, ooh, this is like, because if I was marrying a girl and my mother-in-law was like a horribly obnoxious person, I would be like,
Oh my God.
I'd be like, I'll date you, but I ain't gonna marry you because like that thing ain't coming to live with me, and I don't want to hear that thing ever again. I'm good on that. I'm not saying I don't want to talk to my mom, but like I'm forced to talk to my mom.
Wisdom books hypnosis.
That's right, Judge Danny. This is the Jewish excellence for dinner.
Okay, because of Elle made very excellent eggs for dinner.
They were so good.
Don't you think it's kind of annoying when you hear people talk about what is it called? What is it called when you like flatten the egg out on the big thing? A crepe. Don't you think it's annoying when you hear people say, you should learn how to make your own crepes as opposed to like your own omelet?
I love
It's annoying.
But crepes are not eggs.
No, a crepe is just a way of preparing an omelet. Because you flatten it out, on a bigger circular thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a crepe where they stuff it with like strawberry, cheese, or whatever. But I'm just saying that, like, I've heard snooty people not use the term omelet. They just always use the word crepe. I'm trying to stick to the title of the room.
But the thing about your sister's boyfriend, what happened afterwards?
Nothing. We just laughed it off, and she's just horribly stupid and annoying because, see, she degenerates into a child, and when you have an adult parent who starts acting like a little baby girl, you start to worry about that person. And so, if you can't have an intellectual conversation or at least a polite conversation and you become really annoying, that's when it's like, I don't care who you are. Enjoy your evening. Goodbye. Take care. I'll call you. Don't call me. Bye. Like, I don't like.
It's not really fair for your sister, no?
Well, my sister didn't seem to be as annoyed as I was. And I was like, I would be terrified if my mom was acting like this in front of my significant other. Like when I have a significant other, like I'm going to warn my significant other about my mother's, behavior. and the way she can talk sometimes, especially if she drinks alcohol. So, you know, I'm actually a pretty level-headed, you know, drinker. Like, I don't get into fights. I don't pick fights. I de-escalate. You know, I'm not an aggressive person, and I'm not an annoying person.
My heart hurts. The CIA's after me.
What did you do this time, King David?
The CIA is fucking after me again, bro. Fuck.
Did you put your aluminum hat on this morning, like I told you to? So,
Fucking CIA,
so the satellites
bro.
can't, you know, brain probe you?
They're so fucking annoying, bro. They're always trying to give me a heart attack with 5G. They're always trying to give me a heart attack with 5G
Okay,
towers.
King
bro.
David,
It's so
actually, my
annoying.
mom is less annoying than you right now. So I'm taking it all back. My mom is actually less annoying than this.
Exactly.
I love
That's
your
why
mom. That's a compliment.
the Iranians is
Your
gonna
mom is amazing.
I know I told you she's 70 and she works out at the gym. Abby is whatever, and she doesn't work out at the gym. Explain yourself. All this talk about the gym is making me think maybe I should go to the gym.
Yeah, let's go, babe.
I'm
Yeah, I was just gonna do a pre-workout.
Look at Rico's rotation and look at his, you know, final pose. Like, that's a perfect pronation.
Except his butt is squeezed too tight. Amazing.
His ankles twisted a little too much, I think.
Well, that's what happens when you got swing speed.
I can definitely knock it out of the driving range. Like, I can crush it now, but I still know there are people who are way bigger than me, and when they really crush it, like, you know, they can beat me by 50 yards, 100 yards, and you're just like, damn, like, there's always somebody bigger and badder than you in terms of driving.
That's right.
There's a driving range near my house here in Chicago. It's like fully automated, you know, and it's indoors. It was like one of the first ones in the country. It's like owned by the Koreans or something.
I wish Chicago had a range on like Navy Pier or something where you could hit balls into the lake. That'd be sick. Who took
What's the
that
one with
picture?
like Top Golf? I think it's called. Always wanted to do that.
Yeah, they have that everywhere. It's fun.
They're always arresting
Who's your
black
picture?
people.
Expensive, those.
They're always arresting black people at Topgolf for bringing guns with them. It's true. It's in the news all the time. For some reason, the algorithm kept showing me all these arrests at Topgolf, and I was like, because people go there and they get shit-faced, you know, and they probably smoke weed in the parking lot, and because it's fun. But honestly, I think it's kind of stupid because when you do get it, you know, when you shoot it like into the 150-yard bucket or whatever, like it doesn't really keep score. Like it never really works that good.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No, have you ever done it, Ryan? Because it's fully automated. Like the score tracking tracks your play and all that shit. So it's pretty cool.
Do you
But
trust that? Do you trust it?
I don't know. Have you ever done it, Rico? Have you done it? Because maybe you can modify it and adjust the score
Yeah.
like
I
bowling.
went on a DP with a girl at Topgolf like a month or two ago, and it seemed like overall, I felt like where the ball landed, it showed up on the computer. I don't know. I play bowling. Well, Topgolf's basically a bowling alley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's golf bowling. That's what I'm saying. You've probably never played it, Ryan, because it's fully automated. It's a great date spot, but I would rather just go to a regular driving range because it's like less time intensive. You hit one bucket and you fucking bounce. Like it's like an experience. So it's too much for like, I think a first date. It's too annoying, especially with somebody who sucks at golf and like it's a waste of time to like sit there and hit
If you're
balls.
good-
First date, Topgolf, first date, that's crazy.
If you're good, you can like show off to the girl and like she's
No, you should go to a bar and see if you like the person.
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm laughing my ass off.
Are you laughing about what we're saying?
I'm not
or
doing an
something else?
activity. I'm not
No, what we are
doing
messaging about.
someone. First time
Huh?
I did that. Absolutely not. That's weird.
What we are messaging about.
Wow.
We're gossiping.
Yes, we are. We are making drama in the back channel.
I took this really cute girl to the driving range like a year ago, and she never called me back afterwards. I was like, what the fuck? She's still on the dating app.
Next time, bring your girl to your mom. Maybe she will.
Chatting cages would be fun. That's cute. Or mini golf.
Listen,
But not as a first date. I don't know.
I am
You want to talk to the person.
I am 42 years old, and I have been on dating apps since I was like 25.
You were supposed
Since
to go
I
to
was
Norway. You were
25.
supposed to-
17 years I've been on the Chicago dating app scene, Los Angeles dating app. Do you know that the same fucking girls from 17 years ago are still on the fucking dating apps?
They're paralyzed by the amount of choice they have, so they just don't choose anything.
Really, Edmunds?
Yeah, I'm not making that up. Like 100%.
You're on it too, so who are you?
Maybe I feel like you should go more to the Midwest or like to.
I was in the West.
I'm just saying that many of these
Like,
girls.
what's the vibe?
No, I'm not talking about big city
See,
Chicago.
marriage is a big thing, and that really takes you off the market for a while. But many of these girls never get engaged ever, and they're 40 and they're 45 now, and I'm like, they've never been
Because they're
engaged.
not going to
Their
the-
chances of engagement are plummeting day by day by day.
Is it because they don't go to the gym?
Many of them do not go to the gym, and on a Sunday, you know, they're watching the Bears. They're watching 10 football games on their mega TV in their apartment, and they're fat, and they have health
What's
problems.
wrong with liking football?
Listen.
I do think the best dating advice for many women is to go to the gym. I do think that's true.
100%. You have no choice. We are all on an entropic voyage. We all have a death sentence, and you prolong the execution of your existence by going to the gym. And no one will be attracted to you if you're disgustingly fat and you're fat. Like, and your skin sucks. Like,
Wait,
no
can
one
we
wants
hear
to
from
fuck
married
you.
Married man, Q.
Yes, go to the gym.
Okay, what is one advice you would give to women?
Talk to
to
5 people a
become-
day.
Hmm?
Talk to 5 people a day.
Okay, so it's not going to the gym then.
And 4 of them have to be at the gym.
Wait, news break. Somebody on YouTube named Official Bando Kev said, "What's up, bald head? What shampoo do you have?"
That's me. That's me.
Abby,
That's
what's
funny.
into going to the gym? I don't get it. Like it's like it feels good when you're done. You know what I mean?
Did I say
No, it
something
does.
about it?
Let's just talk about it
Don't
a
you read
lot.
the sarcasm?
Well, I don't know. You just seem like you're giving a lot of pushback to that idea.
No, she says she works out 3
I
days a
go
week.
3 days a week regularly, but I don't talk about it like that.
See, I'm talking about it because, like, I want to talk about priorities.
He's
And-
trying to do hypnosis.
You
Everything
know what
we
the best part of the gym is? You know what the best part of the gym is, guys? It's not about being fat or whatever. It's great for your mental health. Working out is great for your mental health. Everyone.
But it
don't
doesn't
have
have
to
to
go
be
to
at
the
the gym.
You can sit on your floor and like stretch your legs the other night, and that
Well,
counts.
it doesn't have to be at
Yeah,
the
it
gym.
counts.
I like to be outside.
No, I love half the time. I do like dance workout videos for fun instead.
In your home?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
but
I love workout videos. Like
I bought
Peloton.
I bought this
Peloton is
Japanese
really good workout
bed.
video.
I bought a Japanese bed. It's basically just a mattress cushion that, you know, I have on my hardwood floor. But that Japanese bed
Oh,
or a
yes,
Thai
yeah.
bed,
Flex,
having
hardwood
that,
floor.
yeah, hardwood floor flex, to have that to stretch on, and I have a rope as well that I stretch on. I'm telling you that, like, at 42, my body is like is biomechanically like more secure than when I was
Why are you
26.
single?
No,
Why
you
am I
look like you gained a little
single?
Weight, to be honest.
No,
Are you
but my
single?
flexibility and my biomechanical is way up. I may be fatter, but the
But
point
why
is,
are
it's
you
hard to
always
maintain an 8-pack. Are you crazy? When I was 25, 22, like, I was ripped, but
Show
you
me.
age, you can't. I have a photo of me
We need
in
the proof.
I have a photo of me in Israel in a river, and I had a 10
Okay,
a
if you
10
have
pack.
photo,
A 10-pack.
your YouTube live right now. I will watch it.
Prove it.
I'd have to. It's on some old computers.
Oh yeah, I can say the same thing. I have a photo.
Yeah, I also.
See, I'm the most delusional 42-year-old because I have photos on my dating app from when I was in college, and then I complain about girls catfishing. I'm the biggest catfish on dating apps.
That's why
you don't have a
The
girlfriend.
Indian
Don't
the Indian
catfish.
dentist was like, "Wait a minute, that's your college."
That is so bad. That is so bad.
That's like on Entourage when Johnny Drama tries to give his new agent headshots of when he was like 24 and now he's like 42 or something.
Anyway, John.
Exactly, that's me. I gotta go back and watch the best of Johnny Drama clips. You're right, that character
You
was
should put
hilarious.
all your YouTube videos on your dating app. Or YouTube account, sorry.
Well, I would like to meet a chick that actually has like a successful YouTube channel, because then maybe she could consult with me, or at least like send me some follows or something.
I don't think people would like to follow that.
I used to have a YouTube channel.
But why? I'm live. See, I think what I'm live streaming is very dynamic, and you know that the variables that come up on this app for the person watching the live stream right now in some random country, like they are perplexed. Like they don't know where these voices are coming from. They can't believe what people are saying. And when you hear Black people in America, you know, saying the most insane, crazy things, and just like, anyways, I'm just saying there's a nice diversity of very bizarre communication to live stream into YouTube.
That's a very nice way to basically say Clubhouse is fucking crazy.
Blacked! I just don't think people understand what America is today. I mean, come to Clown House, listen to my live stream, listen to America, because I'm not even live streaming America. We are a very decentralized group here in this room right now. But if we go into a Black room and I live stream it to this room right now, you won't be surprised. You won't be surprised, which is very surprising.
Why don't we make this a Black room? Know what I'm saying?
Can you change the title to Black Jewish Excellence for dinner?
Yeah, and then get clipped.
No, they're not going to clip you for doing Black Jewish Excellence.
Yeah.
That's not clippable.
I wrote in my previous, when I got clipped, I had like, Dr. Rick has a water hat, but then I put the medical term of it. And I had another one is Princessia sex slave. But I wrote Princessia with a P.
That's nice. Nice. Technically, yeah, technically,
It's not her.
Diego's technically Jabba the Hutt with dandruff, and Princessia is Princess Leia. That's a good meme. We should, let me see if I can use Grok to create a Diego Princessia meme. Please hold.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, yo, what finna get on that AI?
Whoa,
What did you say?
who's beeping?
Yeah, if you're on Twitter, you can use Grok now. I forgot your name again.
Think about that.
Think about that.
That is I had that guy King David laughing earlier because I said that when you hear the smoke detector go off, that's technically a black beacon, like home beacon system, or a beacon. What is it called on submarines?
Is aangebroken. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
My cat videos didn't do as good as I
I
thought
want to say
they would.
something to you. To John. Yeah, next time just bring your girl to your mom. Who knows? She'll stick with you after.
That's actually a good point, because like one of my fears is like introducing my significant other to my mother, because I think my mom
Yeah,
is
or
so
just
irrational.
move somewhere temporarily, like where there are more genuine girls. You live in a big city with like a lot of liberal girls.
I know, but I think a lot of these girls are changing their profiles to say that they're conservative
You know
now.
what I heard from Augustus when you met him, that you could get all the 10s in Florida. Is that true?
I always try to inflate my ego to correspond to changing conditions.
He's still with his phone if he is. Let me see. His live stream.
So now the time.
Why are you not reacting, you dumbass, you bald-headed bitch?
Start to get tired at 11.
You bald-headed bitch. You bald-headed bitch. Sorry, I was trying to create a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
You bald-headed
Did
bitch.
you record me?
Yeah, I was laughing when you called me a bald-headed bitch.
Wait, what was I asking? Oh yeah, I was asking Augustus. Augustus said that you could get all the 10s in Florida.
10 not 11, 10 not 9.
10 out of 9?
Listen, if you go to, I really should have gone to that Art Basel again, because like I was meeting chicks on the street who were like supermodels, and then I would say, well, can I get your number? And they'd be like, well, I don't have an American number or whatever. I'm like, well, give me your Instagram. I'd look at their Insta. She had like, you would meet chicks that had like 1 million followers, 3 million followers, and they're from Norway, they're from Sweden, they're from Denmark. They're like European models with huge followings at that Art Basel. And I was just
Were
like,
they at you back?
I don't know anymore, and I didn't keep track of any of it.
Wait, but Augustus said that they were coming to you.
No, maybe just because I'm, flapping my wings, but I don't have, I'm no GQ. Believe me, there's male supermodels out there that attract women, like shit, flies on shit. But yeah, Miami really is like just so many beautiful people. It's unbelievable. It's very much like Southern California. Any major beach town is going to have beautiful people. So
Yeah, true.
that's life.
Nothing like Israel.
Yeah, Tel Aviv has got a lot of beautiful people.
I think Miami is a better city to live in than LA, though. It's like it's in the Eastern time zone, so like people are more like on the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I think
Well,
Miami.
if I had the money, I would live in Los Angeles.
I've lived in LA. I would rather move to Miami because I've never lived there. But if I had a lot of money, I would live in both places.
If I had a lot of money, I would live in Malibu.
Miami's become so trashy.
What Malibu?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that Pacific Palisades is the new Gaza?
Yeah, now I know. But when it's rebuilt again, maybe,
Gee.
Well, they're built with like Section 8 housing, probably. So.
Well, the developers get tax credits, so that's why they're doing it. They do that here in Chicago. They build mega developments, and there's a luxury skyscraper.
Opportunity zones, like the Trump tax cuts from 17 or whatever.
Listen, there was a luxury building downtown, and they let Section 8 tenants live in the building, and it's a luxury building. This guy was like a judge or a high-end attorney worth millions of dollars, and I think he insulted one of the Section 8 tenants. The Section 8 tenant went into the gym in the multi-million-dollar unit building, pulled out a gun and killed the fucking guy on the treadmill. And that guy is out of jail, And he got a free apartment in a luxury condo, and there was never an explanation why he decided to shoot the guy, but I bet you anything the guy fucking probably said something to him.
Chicago's really going downhill.
You don't know how you're gonna die, and when you get killed by a DEI decision or some type of social justice decision, you're never gonna be able to call the 1-800 complaint line.
See, here I was thinking like you could live in like River North or like Gold Coast or Lincoln Park and avoid all that shit, but maybe not true.
You can't. Wrong place, wrong time, midnight.
You're not gonna do it, yeah.
You know how many girls in Lincoln Park get robbed every year? River North get robbed every year? Hundreds. They don't even report half the shit either. My friend
I would never live in Chicago.
My friend is on the
Never.
fire department, and he says they don't even report half of the shootings. They don't report half of the like. There's very little coverage. Like, what are you gonna like? Think about it. Like, you get robbed, you're like, you know, or
Think about that.
anyways. I'm just saying, there's no real statistics on crime. It's all bullshit.
That's right.
I mean, the Indian doctor that I was going out with, she actually carried a gun with her, which was awesome, and she claimed she was proficient with
Oh,
it.
that is hot indeed.
Yeah, she was hot. She was a conservative Hindu.
Do you have a picture?
Maybe, but what's the point?
I don't believe you.
Is that the one you almost put a baby in?
I did. She called Plan B, the Uber patrol, the next day.
Uber Eats to Plan B?
She Ubered.
You should listen to your
She
mom.
did. She
Take me to your
Ubered. She Ubered a Plan B to herself. I was like, how did you even know how to do that? And plus, how the fuck did you even place the order for the Plan B? Anyways, it was all too much. I was like, if you're gonna, I've got the feeling she had done that before. So I was like, you know what? This chick probably can't even have a baby anyways.
That shit is so damaging to the body.
What
I know.
Plan B is?
Yeah.
With Robert Kennedy during the congressional senator confirmation hearings, he said that 5% of women go to the ER after taking mifepristone.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
And you can't say that on YouTube because that's medical misinformation.
5% is not much though.
That's
In the end of the day, it's like a border.
5 out of every 100 people that take your product end up in the emergency room. That's a
No,
problematic
it's
product.
like statistically, if you have like
1 out of 20.
I'm just saying there's other ramifications from taking Plan B.
95% survives it.
There's other ramifications which you can't talk about. It's the S word. It's a, you know, stare, and then the last part of the word in a separate sentence is lie, and then the third sentence would be zation. S
Okay.
space
Why is
zation.
that?
You can't say that because that's medical misinformation with regards to Plan B.
That's crazy that you have to be like that.
I've taken the medical misinformation policy training test, you know, by Google YouTube.
That's funny.
I-
You know, your mom sounds a lot like Diogenes' mother.
I think a lot of moms sound alike. If you're from
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
Midwest,
like,
yeah.
why-
Mine does not sound like that.
Yeah. Elle's mom probably doesn't sound like that. Because if you're more of like an East Coast cultured person without a Midwest nasal, you know, my mom is strong Midwest nasal.
But I think Diogenes' mother also grew up in the East Coast. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, my mom was very jubilant. If you slow down your conversation, you know, you're much more professional, but she was cooking, so she's being annoying, but
I didn't hear Elle.
I know, because she's talking.
Yeah.
That's what my mom does, is she doesn't actually listen, she just talks. She gets her dopamine off and then hangs up.
Do you feel often that she doesn't listen to you?
She doesn't even want to know what I have to say. She just wants to talk. It wouldn't matter what I said, one ear through the next. You know, that's what I've realized, that like confiding in her is, you know, issues or or problems that I'm having. It's like, it doesn't really make a difference. Like, there's no point in even really talking about anything other than general.
So how's your relationship with your father?
We could call him. You want to find out?
Yes.
No.
I want to talk to his father.
He's been on my podcast. He's been on my podcast unbeknownst to him, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to interrupt their Sunday.
Is he a serious man, or is he also like you? I don't know.
He is not like my mom. Like, my mom is so childish. It's unbelievable.
What about how's your father though?
He's very funny, you know, but he doesn't get emotional. He doesn't get excited on the phone. Keeps it, you know, very balanced. He's
Where does
fun.
he live?
He lives in Miami.
Oh.
Yeah.
New Mexico, Miami, man.
What a life, right? I don't want to go to New Mexico, though. I want to go to South Beach.
love to go to New Mexico.
I'd love to live in like Coconut Grove in Miami. I like that neighborhood.
Have you ever been further, like all the way to Key West, like that? The other.
It was
little...
my plan after Chicago to go to Key West with Kate's, with Alpha here. But then there was a hurricane at the time I had to fly in. Oh my God, there you are, finally. Come up. We need to talk.
Hi.
Ellie wants to know, are we on an X space?
Oh, stupid niggers here.
Wait, do you want me to wait for a second?
No, you can tell me later.
Why not?
'Cause I don't feel like carrying it.
Huh?
I don't feel like carrying it right now.
Okay.
Just have a late stage abortion.
Why?
Can you have a baby, and do you have a tampon in at this very moment?
I don't know. Can you grow your fucking bald-headed fucking bitch?
That's a disability. Yours is a life choice.
Alopecia? No, you had a choice. The military conducted fucking jam experiments on your fucking scalp.
Well, I'm gonna go because I'm not trying to make one of those lifestyle friends decision choices.
Edmund, can't you just go to like Istanbul or something and fix that?
He doesn't have the money.
No, it's so my head is so bald now that to do hair plugs, it would have to be like 500,000 grafts, and it would look so disgusting and take so long.
Oh, just embrace it.
Oh, I embrace it. Believe me.
Yeah.
In fact, it's like my trademark now.
It's worse to go to Istanbul and fix it than just go bald.
Being a strong bald man is far more sexy than being a strong bald man with hair plugs.
Yes.
I've seen many men with hair plugs. It looks disgusting.
It looks horrible, yeah.
Man, amen.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard there's like a market for like bald guys, so you know, I don't know.
Yeah, we're clean and hygienic, you know? When I see a woman's long hair in my bathtub and I'm like, whose fucking hair is this? I'm like, what the fuck? I hate women's hair. I'm like, ugh. I love it when I'm making love to it and I'm at a restaurant. But when I'm cleaning up a girlfriend's hair, you know, or taking out my tenant's fucking hair from her drain that she lets clog up because she doesn't use the filter, like, come on. I mean, women's hair in the shower, the mess at the home, it's a lot.
Max.
It's like having a dog you got to clean up after. It's annoying. Bald man out!
How are you, Lucy? What you been doing? I haven't talked to you for a while. Lucy? What are you doing now?
Trying to fall asleep.
Not to fall asleep?
Yeah.
Why are you doing?
Shopping is exhausting. I think that's how I'm so tired right now.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm still sitting at the dinner table, not doing anything.
Really?
You guys, yeah. Oh, I'm getting such a weird vibes.
From who?
From people.
I get weird vibes all the time.
So when you go back to America, you're not gonna be online?
I'll try. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I use my Telegram, so.
Yeah, sure.
I'm tired. I kind of wish Lou woke up.
Why, you want to talk to him?
Kinda.
He hasn't been online for over 14 hours.
He's sleeping. He's always sleeping. And then when he wakes up, he's like, I'm so tired. I'm like, it's literally 5 p.m. How are you
It's
tired?
gonna be annoying. 16 hours now.
How are you tired if it's 5 o'clock and you just slept for 17 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense.
Yep.
Whatever.
So if he calls you, you're gonna pick up now?
In the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
But he won't. I'm not, like, I'm done answering the phone at, like, 1 a.m.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, he's gonna be tired and you're gonna be like,
Wake the fuck up.
exactly. Let me check the time over there.
2 o'clock. Almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 2:30. And still sleeping.
Concerning.
I mean, I stayed in bed today as well until 2, but I was awake.
Yeah, staying in bed is different than being
naturally
asleep.
Wait, are you and Lou this year's version of like me and Issa from like a few years ago?
Nora and Diego.
Oh.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I will compliment Lou on the fact that I've never heard him get angry on this app ever, which, you know, means he seems like a pretty mellow guy.
I did hear him angry. Like many
Oh, you
times.
have heard him angry?
Yes.
Oh, well, then never
You should hang
mind.
out with me and him more often.
I mean, it takes a lot for him, though.
Huh?
No, it's not at all. He's literally, in the end of the day, anyone who does Adderall has like
Anger issues,
yes.
emotional management issues. It's just
Yeah, but
like-
you can use the Adderall to get smarter, to read about psychology, anger management, philosophy, wisdom, self-actualization, etc.
Yeah, if you like are motivated.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can use drugs to fix yourself, but if you use drugs just to fucking get your rocks off, like, you're not fixing anything about yourself.
What does that mean, you're wrong?
That's right.
It means that, like, I have friends that when I first started hanging out with a friend of mine, he was like, "Come on over to my place, like, let's hang out and play." We were playing some kind of stick game on his fucking TV or something, some kind of video game that I guess a lot of people have played. And I looked at him, I was like, "Are you fucking shitting me? Like, you get stoned?"
Did you take Adderall, John?
No, I was like,
You never did?
No, I've taken his Adderall. I've used his Adderall a couple times, and it's so powerful. It's so powerful that, like, if you use it to just do everyday normal things, you're fucking retarded. Like, it's
He takes 3 times a day.
Lou takes Addies 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's insane.
he's a drug addict.
He's literally getting schizophrenic.
That's why he has anger outbursts for no reason sometimes.
But why in the world would see? That's the point. Is like people are just using their prescriptions as if it's like a dietary habit, as opposed to like matching action with drug. Like, if you're gonna use drugs, you need to be. Well, what can you do? I mean, if he's an addict and he can't
maybe he'll
cope.
listen to you. Who knows? Maybe you can be a brotherly advice.
I bet you I've had this conversation with him, and if anything,
did many
just
times.
relay it to him. I mean, what can you do? This is the thing about people that use drugs. I'm not gonna cause myself any anxiety
I'm
with
against-
regards to what
I'm
people
against
do.
the use of Adderall. It just means like you might have ADHD. Okay, well, embrace it. In the end of the day, why would you alter your fucking brain with these medicine in order to be productive for someone else? You know?
Yeah, that's the trade-off. Yeah.
I would never.
I had a friend in undergrad at UCLA who was like popping addies to like do computer science, to like software engineering projects till like 5 a.m.
Mhm.
And like he literally induced schizophrenia.
Yeah. My college roommate, who's very successful now, he was using Adderall all through high school and in college and selling pills out of the room. And he's very successful, like super successful. But that's the thing is, it's like, you know, then real life kicks in and you stop using it. If you never accomplished anything with the drug and you're still using it, like that's because you're depressed, you're miserable, and you can't function without
Yeah,
it.
so what he does is like he learns AI and stuff. I never understand what he's saying regarding AI. And I know quite a lot about that, but
Well, he's not working anywhere. I mean, if you work at Jiffy Lube, but yet you use AI chats on your phone.
Instructions to every fucking AI language, and then I don't know what he's doing. I just don't get what he's learning.
Experimenting.
Like,
he's a scientist.
Why doesn't he just like become like a blogger or like write articles about it?
Yeah, I think he's just trying every different AI model in order to see which one is the best, which one is efficient, which one is this, how to crack the code, and he reads a lot of
Crack the code? What the fuck? Are you schizo too?
Quote unquote. What I mean is like how to get more information with like prompting and stuff.
Well, I asked him. I was like, give me an example. It was either him or somebody else. I was like, give me an example of a prompt that you use. He was like, write me a quiz about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, or write me a quiz about, the economic crisis or whatever. I mean, using it to write quizzes. It's like, okay, so what are you doing with these quizzes? You copying them and pasting them? Like, what do you do? Do you take the quiz? Like, the whole thing about, anyways, people are so stupid. I don't even know where this conversation is going.
I think he can use way more efficient things like you said, maybe go after psychology or whatever. I think
No, AI is for people that don't have access to books. I mean, I'm sitting in a house full of 1,000 books. I haven't even cracked, a small percentage of them. The fact of the matter is, people that think these AI chatbot things, they're just hypnotizing themselves. They're spinning their fucking wheel. It's a fucking dreidel. It's a modern day fucking dreidel. It's not a dreidel's the same fucking thing. It's a spin. It's for suckers. That's not life. That's not genius. That's not creativity or productivity. That's people using their thumbs, looking at a screen, spending time in the abyss. That's all it is. It's always the same shit.
You should tell that to him.
I mean, conservative.
First of all, most of these people are atheists because they have no background or education whatsoever in any type of scripture or sacred
text. Those who have education are more of an atheist than those who are not.
Huh?
Those who have an education are more of an atheist than those who are not educated. True.
People's lives change, though, especially when they get married and have children, and the culture of that relationship. True. Yeah, because my college roommate was an atheist, and then he married a Catholic, and I went to like the baptism of their son in a Catholic church. I was like, oh, great, you found God. But he didn't find God on his own. He found God through his wife and through his work experiences of serving overseas in combat zones. There are no atheists on life rafts. You start praying to the unknown when you're about to die and you're trying to save your life. You'll take that intellectual risk.
I understand that, but like the academic fields, it's pretty safe. Everything has to be proven. So people will be like, okay, you cannot prove God exists. So
there's a big difference between religion and being unable to prove that God exists philosophically or logically.
I'm not saying I think like that. I'm just saying this is usually how it goes. And most people are like coming already from atheist families within academia. I don't know how, but most of them are pretty leftist and liberal also. These people value other stuff than religion or being conservative.
I don't know, because this
they value progression and evolution and.
I've always been interested in the atheist-theist debate, and like, if you can't prove that God exists, there's a lot of retards on here that have never-ending rooms about proof that God exists.
Yes.
So it is a very important thing to try to figure out, in my opinion. It's worthwhile, and I've done it my whole life. I started reading the Bible when I was like in, I don't know, high school, I guess. And I was like, oh, there's a whole mystery about life, which is a giant riddle, which is very difficult to grasp and to comprehend. So most people will never spend the time to try to grasp or comprehend the theory of God and be able to explain it or understand it with comprehension, you know. So it's a challenging communication. It's very challenging. It's like, you know, you did college, you wrote essays, and when you were challenged to write a complicated essay, you were like, fuck, I have to pull together all of my energy, focus, and create this giant fucking document. It's like brain, you know, compression. It's really just taking a ton of information and compressing it.
That's right.
See, if you can prove God exists, there are products or byproducts of that understanding of that, you know, concept. It's like fruits, you know. Basically, it's the fruit of life or the tree of life, and if you can grasp it and understand it, it is like, have you ever heard that bullshit? You know, Course in Miracles. It's like a lot of people were big into it or whatever, but it's basically like a form of hypnosis for manifestation. You're not guaranteed an outcome, but at least it's going to help you get closer to the outcome that you want.
I want you to have this debate with Lou. I want to hear it.
I've had many conversations with him, and he's a very difficult person to communicate with. So
yeah, true.
Whoever falls in love with him better be prepared that communication with him is an extreme challenge.
I agree. Because I can barely keep up. Like,
he doesn't know how to have a conversation. He doesn't take pauses. He doesn't listen. He's a wandering mind. When you have a wandering mind, if you don't read books, you'll never get your fucking mind under control.
Addies, and yet you cannot focus on one thing. It just goes. I don't know. I thought it was me, but in the end of the day, like, I hear many people complaining about the same thing. So.
Again, if you take drugs to have random conversations and not, like, I come on here and I read books, and you've witnessed me spending an hour to 2 hours really reading, and it's complicated material, but that's what I'm saying is, it's like, if you don't open a book and use a drug, like, you're never going to benefit from the wisdom and the programming of that fucking book. You're just a rambler.
You don't need to have drugs in order to do it.
I know, but it makes it easier.
I mean, it makes it more fun, maybe, but...
No. This is why Jews drink red wine on Shabbos, because they open the Torah and it flows. The red wine acts as like a neurotransmitter. It's the same thing with Adderall. It's just doping your system to read, to experience the transcendent state of the hypnosis in the book. The red wine, the cannabis, the burning bush.
It's not fair to compare red wine and Adderall.
It's a stimulant. It's a stimulant. And
I know.
You can read more effectively. People stutter. And when you drink red wine, you stop stuttering, especially if you're reading out loud.
Yeah, because you're in the zone. Yeah, true.
It's just ethanol. It's ethanol versus methanol.
They can't drink 2, 3, 4 wine glasses and reading the Torah at the same time, because then it will be something else, you know? Only one glass, so
yeah, you just need one cup.
Moderation.
It's a shot. That's all you need is one shot.
It's with moderation, and that's what's important. If you're gonna take 3 times a day Adderall, come on, and it's like.
Well, the term
you took, like 20 or 30 milligrams.
It's temperance. You have to practice temperance, which is, you know. Anyways,
he barely has any rest. Like, and then he goes out of his subscription and he has to make an appointment. And then that's the time where he crashes out and sleeps for days, you know?
Well,
or cannot wake up.
Elon Musk is definitely on ketamine and or Adderall. And he constantly says, I hate sleep. I hate pooping. Like, he is mental, you know? And like, the other day, he's like, I'm going to take a break from doing spaces because, like, collectively, the number of videos I've filmed of him being like really childish and ridiculous, it is so bad for his credibility that even my YouTube videos are out there. You can really cover your tracks in unrecorded rooms, but when people are recording you and they build a library of your behavior on the internet, unbeknownst to you, because I bet you he doesn't even know the full scale of the number of my recordings of him, but like I am sitting on Elon Musk gold because this guy really is changing the whole landscape. He's like terraforming the country at this point. He's in the news nonstop. Like my recordings to me are like, it's been worth it to make these recordings because like, you know, in some ways, fuck him, you know, and in some ways, God bless him. And I hope he goes even further. It's so hard to tell, but based on the way he acts, I mean, I don't see a whole lot of intelligence there. So I don't know what's going to happen, but anyways, I'm just saying, just talking out loud.
Yeah. Rwanda. Europa. Did you fall asleep, Elle?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, go sleep.
I'm such a grandma. It's like 11:45.
That's good. I wish I was like that.
Because I'm training someone, so I'm talking all day, you know?
Yeah, it's very exhausting.
In the mall.
It is hilarious. Okay, go.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night.